Hey guys, just before we start the video, I want to remind you that about 50% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed, so if you haven't already clicked subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this Alliance War video. Let's get right into it. What is going on, guys? Today we have Alliance War number 2 of Season 22 of Alliance War. Gonna be a good episode. We got a bunch of cool fights. Good episode. Wow. A good video. Have a bunch of cool fights. Bunch of fights that I wasn't assigned. Here I'm just going through the fights that I know I have assigned. I'm taking Path 9 in Section 2. I have the Korg and the Sentinel that are placed there. I also have the Mixmaster Korg, and then I am taking the possibly the Sasquatch. I end up not taking him, but that's alright. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. First off, we have the team selection. We go with, we review the other team stats. Pretty big alliance. They outmatch us by around 11 million rating. Sabretooth, Void, and Omega Red. The usual team, not much has changed. To start off, we have this Phoenix fight. This is your average Phoenix fight. Really nothing special. Strike Back and Aggression Fury, that can be pretty annoying. I have some lucky moments for this fight, but I spread it up just because you've seen this fight multiple times before. Just blitzing right through it. You will see I have a couple moments where I forget about Strike Back, so I throw a special 1 when I shouldn't, and she gets close to a special 3. One example is right here. That could have been pretty bad if I hadn't been paying attention. The Aggression Fury does literally nothing. There I wanted to do that because when she throws her special 1, she also gains power back, but on her special 2 she does not. Phoenix is a super easy fight with Void. Void absolutely melts her, stops her regen at the end, and the debuffs can kill her, so you don't have to do the final blow and get possibly hit during her Rite of the Phoenix phase. Super easy fight. Now we're on to the Mixmaster Korg. Or not the Mixmaster Korg, sorry. This is the Korg before the Mixmaster node. It is on, I believe I show it. Nope, I boost up here and then I show it after. I throw in big boost because this is a pretty sketchy fight. Korg in general kind of sucks. I've gotten pretty good at him for the most part. I screw up, every now and again, but it's not that big of a deal. Here I view the nodes. It's on Power Snack, Outlast, and Backup Recovery. So this is a pretty sketchy fight. It can be pretty bad. I speed it up by 1.4 just because of the duration of the fight. This is a Sig 200 Korg. Just the goal is to get the Death Spores up, and that's it. Once those Death Spores are up, then the fight is pretty much settled. I do go for special 3s in this fight to try to mitigate the damage I lose and to try to regen it back a little bit, and it ends up working out for me basically perfectly. Now, having the Mixmaster node really helps with stopping those rock stacks because I can do 5-hit combos instead of the usual 3 that you have to do with Mixmaster. You will see there's a couple moments in this fight where he gets in within 1 blocked hit of a special 3. And that is bad. That is very bad. So the goal is to keep him just about under where he would get 3 bars of power. I want to throw special 3s because I know that can power drain him, and that is good. Here, I think he's safe, and I was right just barely. I mean, any little bit more and he would have gotten to a special 3. So I do get RNG lucky in this fight in a way. There he gets backup recovery, which is good. That again, another moment where it could have been a special 3. But I handled this fight pretty well overall. I go for a special 3 here, I believe. Yep. Go for a special 3 here. Try to get myself out of the corner and also get a little bit of regen back, which is good. Here it is. This will power drain him as well. Another great thing. I prefer Dexing Korg special 2. I can do a special 1 like 99% of the time. I do mess up very occasionally, and it can be very bad for me, but I handle it, not horrible. Here I take off the rock stacks, and again, I mean, this is a pretty hard fight. That power can get out of hand, and a special 3 from Korg is not a great time. It's really not. So we just blitz through, try to get 1 more special 3 off right here, power drain him, lifesteal, and we come out of this fight with only about 4% health lost. And that's really, for a Korg, that's really good. We end up killing him, which is even better. So perfect. And I technically wasn't assigned this Nick Fury on Mixmaster, but I ended up taking him just because he is, I am on the other side of the world for most of my battle group, and I didn't really feel like having to rush in the morning, so I just wanted to take this guy and get part of my path done before I went to bed. I throw on some pretty big boosts here because this Nick Fury, I mean, it can be pretty challenging with Omega Red. You will see a very, very, very close call at the end of this fight. We end up doing okay. I put it on 1.2x speed just because it is a semi-entertaining fight in the second stage. The first stage, it's just normal Nick Fury. I go for special ones here so I can try to steal a little bit of health back because I know that block damage from that special one will be ticking for a lot. There I thought I went for reparries and I ended up missing all of them, which is fine. But the block damage, it comes in pretty hard. Ended up, those special ones saved me for a lot of the fight, which is good, helped mitigate what damage I was taking from it. And I wanted to block the whole thing just because otherwise I can punish it is one of the things, and then I can also keep stubborn off of it when I block the whole thing. Wow. But I mean, Nick Fury, I fought him so many times. It's one of those situations where you can get very unlucky with those tactical charges, but you can also, if you play it correctly, do very, very well in this fight. You can see that those prowesses are starting to really, really hit hard, which is not great. I save up for a special 3 here, because I know that a special 3 will help maintain my health. There, I got lucky that he didn't punish me. That could have been very bad. Got a nice little double reparry there. And he's throwing heavies, which is superb. Nick Fury throwing heavies makes my life so much easier because I can go in and punish. Here I throw a special 3. This is to make sure that I get guaranteed damage, and I'll also be life stealing just a little bit back because I only had around, I think it was 4 or 5 spores, but that's okay. This is where it gets super duper close. Okay, so I'm doing a great job repairing. He's throwing heavies, which is great. I go in and I punish those because I know I can. And right here, coming up, right here, I throw the special one, which is perfect. And then right here, I get hit. He's unblockable. If I dex, I'm screwed, and I get the intercept. If I dexed one, I would have been done. That would have been fight over. He's unblockable. I would have had to take a hit to get stubborn off, and that's just not a good time. That intercept basically saved me, or else I would have been screwed. Now we have this encroaching stun thing, which is another fight that I wasn't assigned, but I ended up taking. I was very confident with Void, and I was right. So this is another very close call fight. Thing is pretty annoying on this node. He can cause problems, but Void is superb. His debuffs do a ton of damage, and I do pretty good with the encroaching stun timer. His power can get out of hand, but when you throw those special 2s, those damaging debuffs really start to stack up and just melt him away. His also power can get out of hand as well, and you can get cornered pretty quickly. There is one moment in this fight where I do get cornered, but luckily I get good RNG with him wanting to throw attacks, which is good, or with him wanting to throw specials, which is great. That moment is right here. I get heavy, but luckily I am able to hit him a couple times due to the low rock stat counter, and then he throws his special 2. That special 2 that he threw probably saved the fight. I don't know if I would have been able to recover if he didn't. Same with this special 2 right. I wasn't able to throw it. I had to throw that. That was a risky hit. If he went for a 5-hit combo, fight would have been over. He would have thrown a special 3, and I would have been screwed. Again, really, really lucky RNG with specials right here. 3 examples that I've shown this fight, and yeah, very, very lucky. I'm not going to say it was skill, but it was good RNG that saved me. And here is where everything went wrong. So we have this Sentinel on path 9. Pretty, not that hard fight, but I played this absolutely horrible. So we have the Sentinel. Put it on normal speed because it's just yeah, it's one of those fights that we like to not talk about. I throw on some pretty big boosts because I know that I can boost through, or sorry, some health boost for the block damage and some champion boost for the block damage. I didn't throw on an attack boost, I don't believe. Nope, I did, okay. So I threw on small boost, which is fine. This fight was very, very, very misplayed. So I knew that I can't parry. Luckily, last time I took a fight on this path, the first thing I did was parry, and that was a bad time. So my goal is to try and just hit into him, bait a heavy if I can, or get him to do an attack that lets me punish, or lets me hit into him after it. So a heavy or a 5-hit combo or a finishing medium against the block. I blocked the special one right there because I know that I can go in and punish. Mistimed it a little bit, but that's fine. There, that was lucky. That should have been a parry, in my opinion, but got lucky. There, I missed his special 2 decks completely. Got a decent little intercept there. I parried, and oh my god, I was like, that's fight over. And I forgot that the timer wasn't up. So that was a very safe moment as well. Got super lucky. And here is stupid moment number 2. Nope, sorry. That's not the stupid moment. It's the next one. The next special 2. Yeah, not a great time. So, fight's going good. We have a ton of debuffs on him. If I could have just not screwed up here, it would have been perfect, but just mistake. Here it is. I get hit by another special 2. I'm sitting at 2% health. I'm like, oh my god, and parried. Yep, there is a death. So, yeah, no, I played that absolutely horrible. That death is 100% my fault, not gonna blame it on anything else. I got hit by a special 2 just with missed timing and getting parried at the end, and it was a fight over. So, could have been worse. Also could have been better. Go back in with Void and finish him off. Basically starting from the get-go, there I get comboed. Right back into the being destroyed action by Sentinel. Yeah, this was not a great fight for me. Wasn't really happy reporting this death to Friday, which is the bot we have online. Kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this fight, and I'll be back for the next one. Alright, we're back for the Korg on path 9. This is, again, super duper easy Korg. It's literally just your everyday Korg. I just can't stun him for the first, I think it's 12 seconds. I go for some lifesteal here. Literally no worry in my mind about this fight. It's just a Korg, and it's running suicides, which is even better for me. I can parry him with no problems during this time because of it not having one eye open, which is spectacular. I just go for special 2 baits. I let him hit me there so he deals with recoil, and yeah, absolutely melted. This is the last fight I have of this war. I ended up not taking that Sasquatch, which is perfectly fine. Someone else just melted through him, and yeah, get a little bit more lifesteal there with almost 30 spores. Super duper duper easy Korg fight. I mean, you couldn't ask for an easier one if you wanted to. Yep. And here are the stats for this Alliance war. We ended up winning it by a really large portion. We still had 72 defenders left on the map. We had a higher attack bonus by 200 because they didn't attack, obviously. And yeah, great amount of points, almost 210,000. But that's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribed and liked. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's going to be a great season, and I'll see you all in the next video.